A few months back, a guy from my office mentioned he was apartment hunting. The timing was almost too perfect. The unit right next to mine and my girlfriend's had just become available. We weren't friends outside of work, but we were friendly enough. I figured living next door to someone familiar might actually be convenient, so I mentioned it to him. He came and saw the apartment and ended up moving in. Once in a while, I'll catch him and wave hi or give him a ride to office. That was that, nothing unusual. The first real interaction he had with my girlfriend was at a birthday party. At the time, nothing stood out. I introduced them, and they just greeted each other as anybody would. From what I saw, they barely interacted. It felt normal. But after that night, something changed. I came to know that they both had exchanged numbers. It wasn't anything obvious at first. Just inside jokes that didn't include me. Texting that went from occasional to constant. A weird energy I couldn't put into words, but I felt it every time we were all in the same space. Whenever I tried bringing it up, my girlfriend shut it down immediately. So I dropped it. I convinced myself I was being paranoid. And for a while, everything seemed normal. Maybe it was all in my head. Then, last week, I had a short business trip scheduled. 3 days. I told her I'd be back over the weekend. What I didn't expect was the whole thing getting canceled after the first day. Client issues. Completely out of my control. I decided to come home early and surprise her, picked up her favorite takeout on the way, feeling stupidly hopeful. I got back around 8 that night. The apartment lights were low, quiet. Then I suddenly heard voices coming from the bedroom. Her voice, and a man's. My stomach dropped. I walked down the hallway and saw them. My girlfriend, and my coworker. In my bed. I don't remember saying much. I don't remember yelling. I just remember turning around and walking out. I sat in my car for hours after that, staring straight ahead, trying to convince myself I hadn't imagined it. I didn't know where else to put it. We share that apartment, or shared it. I'm done. I can't go back there. And knowing he lives right next door, that's the part that makes me feel physically sick. I was completely wrecked. I went to a friend's house to stay there at night, and then she texted asking where I was and if we could talk. No apology, just panic and damage control. I didn't respond. Next day, I went back to the home while she was at work, packed my things, and left for good. I considered leaving a note, then realized she didn't deserve the closure. She tried calling, texted nonstop, downplayed everything, calling it a mistake. I blocked her everywhere. Then came work. A few days later, the coworker pulled me aside during lunch. I expected some kind of remorse. Instead, his first response was that he wasn't sorry, because he had feelings for her. I don't know how I stayed calm. I told him he could keep her, because they deserve each other. Then I told him HR would be involved. HR stepped in. He was moved to a different team. We no longer work together, though we still cross paths sometimes. It's uncomfortable every single time. Management is trying to transfer him to another location entirely. Until then, they're keeping distance between us. As for me, I signed a lease on a small studio apartment. Nothing fancy, but it's peaceful. And it's mine. Leaving that old place helped more than I thought it would. Right now, I'm just rebuilding. No dating, no distractions, just work, healing, and learning to trust my instincts again. If there's one thing this taught me, it's that when something feels off in your relationship, don't let anyone convince you you're imagining it. Trust your gut. It's always right.